Remembering 9/11 on Sunday marks 15 years since the worst terror attack on U.S. history. Welcome to our web exclusive. I'm Mike Montecalvo, along with Eyewitness News analyst Lieutenant General Reginald Centracchio. On that day, General, nearly 3,000 people lost their lives. About 6,000 people were injured. That doesn't include what happened after that. You were on active duty, obviously. You were Adjutant General here in Rhode Island. You got to meet with a lot of the families along the way. There's really no words, right?
There are no words. There's no script you can possibly go to. All you'd have to do is do a lot of listening, and certainly display empathy. And the worst thing you can do is say, "I know how you feel," because it's impossible. But I think what they need to do is just have someone that will listen to them, and demonstrate that you really sincerely care about their loved ones making the ultimate sacrifice.
Well, at least 29 local soldiers were killed after 9/11. You've seen their families after that. Still, it's got to be difficult for them, especially on an anniversary like this.
Mike, it does not get any easier. Every single time you see them, it's like that very day that it happened. There's a little bit of awkwardness in the initial confrontation you have with them, and I see that in the right way. You don't really know what to say, neither do they. But after you get through that, it's a matter of just having the respect that is due for what they experienced from their side and what I experienced from my side.
You know, before all this happened, if you said somebody would fly a plane into the World Trade Center as a terrorist attack, you said that possibly never happened. An event like this really opens up your eyes to what could happen down the road.
You know, I think what we're looking to now is looking at possibilities. Almost everything is possible. And what you do is you look at probability as far as what that possibility would be to actually happen. So I think as we plan for the future, we look at certainly cyber terrorism and many other things we haven't even thought about. But the physical aspects of flying a plane into a building still needs to be concerned about, and it needs to be watched. But I think we're going to migrate more and more to the electronics aspects and the information technology and cyber terrorism more than we do with the physical aspects of terrorism.
All right, talking about information, of course, communication has been extremely key over the years. The Fusion Center is set up in Providence. It's Homeland Security, State Police, FBI, local law enforcement, sharing information. When you were head of Homeland Security, you, along with others, set up the Fusion Center. It's really vetted out a lot of information.
It has, and it's intended to get information from whatever source, and you determine whether it's credible, actionable, or you should just put it aside. And those several categories mean what will go forward to get it down to the lowest entity for law enforcement as you possibly can, where you think something might happen. So as an example, if information comes down for Rhode Island, we want to make sure it gets down to the community, in the municipality where we think it might have an impact on that particular law enforcement agency. And that's the idea, to get actionable, real, credible information down as low as you can.
All right, we're going to have presidential debates, obviously. The focus will be on the military, too. What do you want to see come out of this, no matter who wins the election?
I want to see a legitimate debate as to what is needed in the military. You know, we can have debates as to how big it should be, the kind of force structure, how much money should be in the federal budget to support the military. But I think the bottom line is the credible aspects of whoever the commander-in-chief is to be able to actually do what they say they're going to do. Everybody can say they're going to build up the military. It's not that easy. And take it down is equally as hard.
All right, so you're going to build up the military. What do you want to see them build up? It's easy to say we're going to add so many soldiers. What do you want to see done inside the military?
The capability versus the numbers. I think capability has got to be absolutely the top concern about our commander-in-chief. What do we need to do to be able to confront the threat that's out there, both on the ground as well as in the air and out in space someplace? That capability has got to be honed in so that it can, in fact, be a viable force to be able to deal with our enemies.
Well, coming up on Sunday at the State House, obviously, General, ceremonies will take place across the Ocean State, but a big one will take place at the Rhode Island State House starting at 8:30 on Sunday morning. We have been there over the last several years for that event. I've had the honor of hosting it. It's open to the public again this Sunday morning at 8:30. The 7 people who lost their lives on 9/11 from Rhode Island, from the local area, will be honored, and the 29 soldiers after 9/11 will be honored, their families as well. So we invite you to stop by the Rhode Island State House on Sunday at 8:30, or any other activity or event that you can go. Yeah. Okay, General, thank you for your thoughts and your service. Thank you very much for watching.